Well, Wolf.
S is not where Ruin is right now.
Certainly not. He has to live with his new reality.
Yeah.
He's maybe not going to go to Code S this season. Looked like he was going to. Who knows now? He's going to have to play the winner of Reality going up against hyvaa. And, you know, I think that he can beat either of these players, but who knows? They're both very strong.
They both are. For me, looking at this one, before the group started, I was really favoring hyvaa. I still am slightly.
Really?
But yeah.
I'm actually very surprised about that.
But I really respect hyvaa as a player, and I feel like he's taking this very seriously. You don't just retire and then get picked up by one of the most successful Pro League teams just like it's nothing. Like something has got to be going on behind the scenes. I mean, hyvaa's a big
kid's
name,
a legend from StarCraft 1.
Yeah, but I feel like that alone does not just get you back onto a team and into Code A. I feel like when he quote-unquote retired, or the rumor was he retired, but he was practicing every single day, actually not really retired at all.
You know, anytime a Korean pro retires, like a lot of times they literally go home and just play almost as much.
Just for fun oftentimes, too, because I like the game so much. And
for fun or because they don't even know what else to do.
When the pressure is gone, though, sometimes you start to play better.
And maybe you rekindle your love of the game. The passion restored.
Passion is back.
Passion of the hyvaa.
Well, passion of the hyvaa. We might watch it right now. Reality is his opponent. That was the worst outro ever.
It's really epic, Wolf. Down here in the bottom left, our Zerg player with the passion.
hyvaa.
Sure, he eats passion fruit from time to time.
Are you sure of that?
I'm sure he does. Yeah.
I don't eat passion fruit, although I
neither do I. But
say it.
This guy's got so much passion.
What about this guy?
Reality.
That's reality.
Yeah.
I would say there's a much less chance he eats passion fruit. In fact, I would venture as to say he's probably never had it before.
You think he's never had a passion fruit?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever had a passion fruit. I think I've had the juice, but I don't know if I've had the actual fruit.
I've never had it before. I don't know what it looks like.
I don't know what it looks like either.
Well,
I need to try it now.
Now everybody knows.
This is a goal of mine now. It'll happen. Don't bring me passion fruit if you meet me. I don't want to take fruit from strangers.
That bird looks like the Tyrande owl. Here's the storm. It's gonna go across the map and hit somebody far away and kill it.
Tyranade or something.
I heard it's Tyrande. I propose that everyone just call her name.
Let's just call her Leela.
Why I like calling her Rhonda?
Rhonda?
Yeah. Because that's a funny
Tyrande
name.
sounds too much like Taranga, so I don't like it.
What's Tyrande?
Leela's name. From Futurama?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah. I haven't watched that show in so long. Hello. To both of you. But mostly to the guy in the back who can hear us.
Yeah. Mostly to him.
Mostly to him.
If we yell loud enough, maybe the guy in the hoodie will hear us. I don't know. Not sure if you'll realize what we're saying, though.
He went CC first, actually, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Nice
He's been liking that today.
Nice change from all the Reaper openings we've been seeing recently. Which is funny to do that against hyvaa, someone who's known for cheesing. It's a big map. I think it's fine.
Hasn't Reality gone CC first now all of his games, if I'm not mistaken? Except one Reaper build?
Yeah. But he definitely did go CC first twice against Ruin.
Well, pop in there, checking out what's going on.
You know, I feel like CC First can show respect. He might be looking at this and saying hyvaa's a very good player. He needs to get a nice little economic advantage to really stand a chance of beating in the long game.
Yeah.
I wonder what style hyvaa will use, because we haven't seen him as much recently, of course, because of that retirement and maybe not doing quite as well in leagues as he was before. But before, you know, it was a time where it was a worse time. It was a monotonous time, a time where Roach Baneling all-ins were very good and used all the time.
A tale of two bases.
What will he do now?
No, a tale of two cities.
A tale of two bases. Tale of two bases. And 3 gases.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 bases, if you wanted Baneling speed for it. Not as often, though.
No.
A time when you'd make 1 creep tumor to hide your Roach Warren on the side.
Oh, those
Anyways,
queens, I have a hatred of those plates. Look how furious they are.
Yeah, they're really going at it. These plates are like a punching bag.
Yeah. Plates over here are much safer, much less likely to be killed.
I think they will be killed eventually.
Yeah, but did you know that you're actually 63% less likely to be killed by a Terran as a plate than a Zerg player?
You know, I've heard that statistic before. I can agree. It is true, in fact.
Okay,
It's been tested.
Scientists everywhere. Dustin Browder's on it.
So we have Hellions on the way, of course.
Yeah.
Speed on the way as well.
Third command center goes up for reality. In the wall.
Yeah. Doesn't care what Iva gets to see.
Yeah. And it's much closer this way to the base of the left side, which will likely be the one that he decides to take.
Yeah, other than that, I guess, yeah, it would fit next to the other command center, but he needs his wall finished anyways, so it makes sense.
It's a nice wall.
And it's
What's
a
in
lot of
there?
hit points as well. I don't know what that is.
It's like, it looks like air vents, but like they're
looks like
covered.
half of a Vespene geyser, actually.
Yeah,
Is
I think that's
exactly
actually.
what it looks like.
I think that's how it was made, like with the model. But I mean, if you have vents covered by glass, what's the point of having the vents? They're just like not actually really venting. That's
yeah,
weird.
they're not venting at all. I don't know.
Weird
It's
design on this map.
It is.
Maybe that's why this overgrowth happened in the first place. Maybe that's what started it all.
The greenhouse effect.
Yeah.
Of course. I should have known. W Bay coming from reality. Oh, I want to see Mech. He's so good at having mech games that last 2 hours and a half.
Only on Star Station.
Yeah.
Well, he's actually somehow sneaked in here. 1 drone kill, 2, 3, I think.
5?
5 in total, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Whoa.
And maybe a few more lings. But that's about it. So 9. Pretty good. 9 drones, 5 lings for 4 Hellions. Slightly goes in the favor of Terran as far as minerals go, but you know, obviously Zerg doesn't want to lose 9 drones.
Yeah.
Quite a hiccup into their economy.
Does, however, you know, cause a little bit of frustration for reality losing those Hellions because he can't really contest the creep anymore.
Yeah, the map control is completely gone for now. He has to wait till he has medevacs out and can move around with his Marines.
How much do you like that? I feel like when you go into the Hellions like this, unless you're keen, in which case you're like exempt, you're off the hook.
Yeah.
Going into the Hellions like this feels like a bad choice logically to me.
Yeah.
Because like, what if he didn't get that many kills? He just,
That
like,
was
lose
the
all
best
his
case
Hellions?
scenario.
Yeah,
truly,
exactly.
that was the best he was going to do with those. And how good was it? Really? Well, I mean, he made more Hellions behind it, so he still has some sort of map control, I guess. And look where he takes his third base.
Yeah, he's actually going to
Kinda
take
cool.
this one, which means if he can secure this,
Yeah.
he's going to be able to attack and defend easier because it's more forward. Then the 4th base is basically for free.
Yeah. This is very much like when you see people on Belshir expand towards their opponent because they rally through the 3rd base on the attack route. And that defends the natural and the 3rd, and of course the main is behind the natural, so it's like very good defensively and offensively. The one thing we can say though is that this is a very wide open expand.
Yeah.
And taking the 4th is way out of the way in an area that you are not set up to defend.
I should really miss Belshir.
I don't. Thank God that map is finally gone. There needs to be more map rotation. Belshir was so old, Whirlwind was so old.
Yunsu was pretty old when it got kicked out.
May they rest in peace forever. Yeah, Yansu was getting old. I was
What do you
bored of it.
think about the idea of returning old maps that were not bad? Like, for example, what if we had
Is there an
next
old
season,
map that wasn't bad?
No, like, for example, what if we had Daybreak come back, you know, for just like one season? Rotate that back in.
Zerg would win GSL. They'd make this unit called the Swarm Host. It would be unstoppable.
Yeah, we never had Daybreak in Heart of the Swarm, did we? Except like at the
we did
very
right at the
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the game wasn't that figured out back then, though.
Yeah, it definitely has evolved a lot since then, but I don't think that there is any really old maps that would be any good right now.
I'm actually trying to think. And I mean old maps, not like a map that was here last season. That was like fine.
As far as old maps go, like Daybreak or older, I don't think any of them were good.
About like Cloud Kingdom.
You might be able to. No.
No, actually, no. When I think about it, I'm like, no, absolutely
That was bad
not.
back then too. Maybe Atlantis Spaceship.
Oh, you can't have that map and Ultrazine. Well, this is a bad situation. He's way on creep here with a lot of his Marines.
Indeed.
2 overseers here making the real mine cleanups. Yeah, well, 3 in fact, yeah. And like even an overlord there too. He's like really detected these.
Just in case he needs to become an overseer. Staying a bit behind the pack.
That overlord was from Brood War. He's like, I can see these.
All right, so I mean, he crushed that back pretty well, but the supplies quite even. Only 67 drones for Hiva. Look at this wild creep spread. I can't believe we haven't mentioned this yet.
It looks like an overgrowth.
It is definitely an overgrowth and an overspread. This is scary because as he takes this 4th base, if he gets 4 base macro going, because the 4th is a little bit slow, but if he gets 4 base macro going, oh god, his upgrades are a little bit slow compared to
that's a big
as
problem.
Well. But anyways, if he gets that going, like 4 bases on a creep spread like this is ridiculously hard to stop.
By the way, 4th base is a gold base too. The one he's taking right now.
Well, let's see here.
Is it actually? Wait, no.
I don't think so.
Actually, no, the gold base on the right side. Okay,
I didn't want to call you on that.
Okay. Never mind. So I'm a bit new with these maps.
That's okay.
And
okay.
as is everyone else.
That's why I didn't counter. I'm like, I didn't think it was, but okay. Well, I'm like, that's the same base that Reality took. I think we would have noticed.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. But anyways, I mean, he's taking that 4th. He's getting his drones over there. He has 83 now. He has 85 creep tumors. Wow. It's a battle between the creep tumors and the drones. Who will get higher?
Well, I think the creep tumors eventually.
Well, they'll be pushed back, though.
Ooh, good point.
They have to be pushed back before you push back the drones, right?
Well, there's already more, right?
That's true. They're winning right now.
That was a pretty quick reaction time on that pickup. I was going to try to come over here. Oh, there's so many Hellbats may go down, and especially with that great flying on the Mutas from the side.
A lot of links coming in from the side as well, though.
The upgrades, though, that's the problem here.
Yeah, these upgrades, very nice for Terran at the moment.
Just way too much.
2-2 against 1-1, that's brutal. Because that's how you come back against Zerg if you're a little bit behind, is you hit 3-3 against their 2-2. But this is the same thing.
Yeah. This is usually not supposed to happen.
And the thing is, he was still, it wasn't like he's even behind going into this because the 4th base is slow for Hiva. So he's actually like kind of on even terms as far as economy goes. And he's 2 upgrades up, which is gigantic. Now Hiva is about to recover from that, but his army supply is less than half of Reality's. It looks like Reality has like already kind of done it. This is... How do you come back from this? Like, what is the Mutalist count right now? Almost none?
Pretty low. He lost a lot in that fight. He overcommitted quite a bit.
He has 3 Mutas, which means for the long term he has nothing going on.
I actually think he's just going to die to this right now.
Pretty sure.
There's no long-term Herotosis.
No, he has nothing really to speak of.
Even lifting those and running them away is going to like save them because there's no Mutas to kill him, and he's going to fly back over here.
Banelings and Thor's there for a moment. That's it.
I think so. I mean, 81 drones not going to fight here.
You can't just go Ling Bane all game unless you're ahead. You can't be like evenish and do this. It doesn't work.
Unless you're true. He somehow makes
Well, yeah, I guess. He does it funny.
Well, I think Hive is just trying to come to terms with things and thinking about what map he wants to pick because he's got no control over this map. He still has some creep on it, but like, so what?
Yeah. It's not creepy enough.
No.
He could have creep all throughout Terran's base and he's still going to lose this. Reality could literally not build another building because of creep. And have no command centers and he's still going to win.
Yeah.
We could also get rid of, I think, all his medevacs and he still wins.
I think you're right. I mean, triple the army supply here.
Look at that. That was as good of a cleanup as Hiva could have ever done, too.
That was like Reality taking his hands off the keyboard and he's still...
Yeah. He just has too much. It's 11 army supply to 82 at this point, even after he killed so much, because it's a Baneling-based army. He wasn't building up a Mutalist count or anything like that. So GG.
GG.
Reality takes that one up pretty convincingly indeed.
I feel like the big problem in that game was the upgrades, and then him trying to take that engagement. His Mutalist came in at a good angle, but he stayed too long. And he lost all of his Mutas and too many Banelings.
His upgrades were slow. His 4th base was a bit slow. You know, he did lose his Mutas. You have to keep your Mutas alive. You want to play Mutaling Bane. You got to build that number all game long. That's how you're going to end up gaining your advantages. But losing those Mutas, in addition to these other 2 things, it's a tough one. I really think Hive is going to go down to Reality. I really think it's going to be a Reality Ruin rematch.
Starts to look that way. And that's scary for Ruin because it wasn't an easy win over Reality in the first best of 3. If that does happen, I'm just saying, Ruin watching this. Actually, I wonder if Ruin would rather play against